The revenge porn legal dispute between Raquel Leviss and her former paramour Tom Sandoval, as well as her former best friend Ariana Madix, is about to get very serious. A trial date has been set by a Los Angeles Superior Court judge, who has not yet made a decision about Madix and Sandoval's request to have Leviss' lawsuit dismissed. As of right now, while things might change, November 3, 2025, is when the Vanderpump Rules stars will square off. It might be a long and brutal path to get there, though, like the best and worst of reality TV. Claiming revenge porn, eavesdropping, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, Leviss dragged Madix and Sandoval to court back in February. This is part of the apparently never-ending story of the graphic footage and timing that gripped numerous seasons of the Bravo hit. The former long-term pair Madix and Sandoval, who had an affair with Leviss that broke out on Season 10 of VR, aren't agreeing with Brian Friedman, Jason Sunshine, and Mark Girago's representation of Leviss, as one might anticipate. Judge Daniel Crawley heard arguments from attorneys on both sides about Madix and Sandoval's attempt to strike down Leviss' February 29 complaint in light of California's free speech protections for anti-SLAPP statutes on Thursday morning in downtown Los Angeles. In late April, Judge Crawley struck the allegation of emotional anguish from the lawsuit, despite Jordan Sussman, Madix's lawyer, arguing before the judge that Miss Leviss had made her whole life, including her sexual life, public. The plaintiff's team rejected the allegations of sharing the video of Leviss masturbating, which is the central focus of this lawsuit. Sunshine stated of Madix's allegedly revealing the video she found on Sandoval's phone to others and the ensuing scandal. The court is in a position to readily conclude by virtue of the evidence she has violated numerous criminal statutes, and therefore her conduct is not protected activity. Sunshine continued on Thursday, stating that the legislation implies that anything other than the legally permitted distribution of sexual content is considered revenge porn. He stated of Madix's actions in this regard to his client Leviss, "The act was intended to menace her, to terrorize her, to put her on notice that Miss Madix knows about the affair and hates her." Leviss and her attorneys want all copies of an offensive FaceTime video of her and Sandoval erased in addition to a number of other damages. In addition, they are requesting an injunction to prevent anyone from ever seeing it again. Although Bravo, NBC Universal, Andy Cohen, and other Vanderpump producers were mentioned a lot in Leviss' first filing, they are not listed as defendants. Nevertheless, the media behemoth, the sharp-elbowed host, and Bravo have all been under investigation for their dirty tricks in the murky world of unscripted television. Whether the matter proceeds to a penciled-in trial or not, the corporate overlords would undoubtedly become involved due to the injunction that Leviss is seeking. Deadline reached out to Madix and Sandoval's attorneys, but they did not answer. Additionally, Levis's attorneys did not reply to Deadline's request for comment. This article will be updated if and when they appear. Vanderpump Rules' 11th season, which without Leviss, concluded its run on Bravo at the end of May. It was announced in April that the surplus of Sandoval would cause the summer filming of Season 12 to be postponed. Having said that, as soon as Judge Crawley renders a formal decision about today's hearing, we will update this piece. Maybe after Love Island USA Season 6's first week, I should have seen it, but I was too preoccupied to notice much more than the captivating highs and lows of my favorite pair, Cordell and Serena, Lee's bitchy commentary, and my hopes that Kenny would be Jonna's true love. But it eventually dawned on me as the dramatic movie night began, revealing the sinister activities of Casa Amor and beyond. It's evident from everything embarrassing that has been revealed about Aaron's time away from the villa that Aaron's relationship with Rob is similar to the friendship between Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz from Vanderpump Rules. I really have to admit that I feel bad for presenter Ariana Madix, who undoubtedly thought that being on Love Island USA would keep her far away from memories of Sandoval and the notorious Scandoval. However, she is now seeing younger copies of her former partner and his closest buddy. To be honest, the Aaron Rob and Sandoval Schwartz duos are very different from one another. To begin with, although the two have a strong bromance, their acquaintanceship is not quite as lengthy as that of Sandoval and Schwartz. Furthermore, neither Rob nor Aaron have done anything to make national news or attract the interest of venerable television programs, but Aaron's persistent deceit of Kaylor might soon propel him there. The one thing that I find so strikingly similar about these friendships is how special each of the four men is at protecting and shielding their own best buddy. Aaron grew protective and attacked Lee for her choice of words as soon as Rob sat in the villa and viewed a videotape of her tearing into him after he was about to dump her for Andrea. Lee's remarks wounded Rob. Therefore, Aaron felt compelled to play the role of a type of hero for him. Remember that Aaron has seen Kaylor cry uncontrollably and is not nearly as sensitive to her sentiments, as Serena eloquently notes in the video below. Fans of Vanderpump Rules are aware that Schwartz has often spoken up to defend Sandoval from accusations and insults. But he mostly left Katie to fight off criticisms on her own when it came to protecting her from hurtful remarks at the time. All four of these men also like filling in for their criminal partner. Rob saw right away when the lads got back to the villa that Aaron wasn't telling Kaylor the whole truth about everything he did while he was staying at Casa Amor. Even though he thinks of Kaylor as a friend as well, he allowed Aaron to keep lying to her. Similar to this, it was discovered that Schwartz knew for months that Sandoval was unfaithful to Ariana, but he said nothing when information against him started to surface. Ariana was a bridesmaid in Schwartz's wedding, and he regarded her as a close friend. He just allowed Ariana to carry on believing that her relationship with Sandoval was all right. I am not implying that Sandoval, Schwartz, Aaron, or Rob are evil individuals. Even if they committed some embarrassing errors, that doesn't make them bad people. What I'm trying to express is that there are some striking similarities between the two friendships. I'm not the only one that feels this way.